Hi there, my name's Georgia. Welcome back to the Lazzy Student. Today we're going to be talking about how you can take care of your mental health at university. Just a quick disclaimer before we start, I'm not a trained medical professional, I'm just a recent graduate from university who went through some mental health issues while I was studying. So university can be a really tough time. It is full of challenges as well as really great things, and sometimes we just need to take a second to assess how we're feeling and assess our mental health. Tip number 1, make time for yourself. Taking care of your mental health is more than just having a bath or taking a day to yourself. This is a constant effort, so whether time for yourself is in the way of exercise, eating healthy, cooking really nice meals, spending time with friends, make sure that you are putting time aside during your busy studies to talk to your friends and your family and to do things that you really enjoy. This can make a world of difference, especially when it comes to really difficult times like exam periods where we're really stressed out and things just can seem really difficult. So make sure that we're eating right, that we're exercising, even just doing some yoga or going on a walk. It can really clear your head. If you like arts and crafts or if you like playing a musical instrument, make sure that you put that time aside each and every day, even if it's 10 or 15 minutes, to make sure that you can unwind, practice some mindfulness, and make sure you are serving yourself exactly what you need to take care of your mental health. Tip number 2, surround yourself with the very best people. Now, university is a really great place to make some friends. Make sure that when you do make these friends and nurture these friendships, that these are people you want to be around. Make sure that your friends understand if you can't make plans or you need time because you're suffering from anxiety. Make sure that they support you each and every step of the way. Find yourself friends that listen to you when you really need it, and friends that will give you advice as well as know when to just listen. Having a good support network is key, and your friends play a huge part of this. So make sure you've picked the very best people, nice, good listeners that you can support and in turn can support you during any difficult times. Tip number 3, know your own limits. Knowing your own limits can be a really difficult one to discuss because sometimes, as much as parents or lecturers don't want to see it, we just cannot attend that one class on that Friday, and that's okay. If you are finding that you are spiraling or feel as though you might be losing grip and need a mental health day, by all means take a mental health day. I don't think that this is talked about nearly enough, but it can be really stressful and difficult trying to go to every single lecture, every single seminar, see friends, go to your clubs. It can feel really overwhelming. If you feel like you're in the position where your studies are suffering, continuing to push yourself past that limit and making yourself more anxious and more depressed doesn't do anything to help you, and in the long run can be really harmful. So make sure, if you do feel like you just can't mentally prepare for that seminar today, by all means take that day to relax, recharge, get organized, and try again next week. Tip number 4, stay organized. Routines are key to making us feel like we're more organized and on top of university. You should have a morning routine and a nighttime routine, which not only includes taking care of yourself, but also includes preparing for the day ahead. I like to prepare things at least 2 weeks in advance in my diary so that I know which deadlines are coming up. Don't leave things till the last minute, because if you do leave essays to the last minute and other assignments, it makes you feel rushed, you're not doing your best work, and this can lead to more anxiety amongst other problems. It sometimes feels like everything is getting on top of us, and that can really bring us down. We don't want to spiral. What we want to do is we want to be organized and try our best to keep on top of things so that it doesn't feel like everything's coming at you at once. Make sure if you know there's a lot of assignments coming up one week that you space them out. It can feel difficult to relax when you have so many deadlines coming at you, but making sure you're tackling them one by one and not letting it get on top of you can be really helpful. If you are getting too stressed, make sure that as well as yoga, meditation, and mindfulness, that you're grounding yourself. If you feel like you're having a panic attack, make sure you're taking deep breaths, holding it in and letting it out. As well as that, you can look around you. What do you see? What do you smell? What do you hear? Name a few things. Make sure that you're calming yourself down and practicing grounding. It is so helpful when everything seems to feel like it's getting on top of you. Tip number 5. Seek help when you need it. As well as continually looking after yourself, surrounding yourself by the right people and keeping on top of your studies, we can still find ourselves in situations where we need a little bit more help than just self-care, and that's okay. Make sure if you're feeling overwhelmed and stressed, you seek help from a friend, a guardian, your university lecturer, your tutor, a therapist, or a doctor. Sometimes just sharing it with someone who may not be as close to the situation can give you a lot of perspective. There's nothing wrong, nothing taboo, nothing to be ashamed of by seeking help. A lot of universities have counselling services, and if you speak to your doctor, you can be put on a waiting list to speak to a therapist. Now, this waiting list is really long, so in the meantime, if you want to speak to someone, make sure you reach out to your university and charities. There are plenty of charities out there like Mind's charity, Samaritans, as well as a lot of universities now having nightlines. These are great resources for when you need to talk to someone or when you just need to let off some steam, let someone know what's going on and get some great advice. If you or somebody you know is in a really difficult situation where you feel as though getting help sooner rather than later is imminently needed, please contact your local authorities. They can help send someone out to make sure you're okay and get you the help you need. Please never feel like you're a burden by reaching out, because you're not, and it is far better that you seek help. I've left some resources down below in the description box to help you out, as well as linking to 2 blog posts I wrote, one for the Lazzzy Student and one for the University of Stirling. The blog post on the Lazzzy Student is all about taking care of your mental health, and the blog post on the University of Stirling's blog is more about my account of anxiety and depression at university and some tips as well on how I tackled that. It can feel like you're really alone when you're suffering from anxiety, depression, PTSD, any other mental health issues, but you're not alone, and it's important that you know you can seek help. Make sure you take a note of all these resources and make sure that you share them with friends, family, anyone that might need them. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure that you're checking in with yourself mentally, practicing mindfulness, surrounding yourself with the very best people, and keeping on top of your studies. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Hit the grey notification bell so that you get notified every time we release a video. Make sure to be nice and kind to each other in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!